What is up, guys? Sawcasm here, and today I have for you guys a double UMP45 MOAB using the Manimal Class, aka J Nasty's class. And this is the UMP45 with the Rapid Fire and Extended Mags attachments. So usually most of my MOABs are with the silencer attachment, and this class setup is not, and it is extremely effective nonetheless. Usually I do like the stealth from the silencer, but this gun is really good for a couple of reasons. One, it kills extremely fast without a silencer. Like you see, if you're on target, you could pretty much drop people almost instantly, and its recoil is not bad, and once you get kicked, its recoil is extremely controllable even at like medium range. So overall it's a pretty good weapon. Now without a silencer, you definitely want to play a little bit more carefully, like I was doing in this game for both of the MOABs actually. For the first one I was playing extremely defensive, trying to play it safe, because that's what I like to do when I go for double MOABs. I like to, take my time for the first one, relax, and kind of guarantee that I get the MOAB. And by doing this, I get the MOAB really quick, within the first 100 points of the game or so, and then I have the whole rest of the game to get that second MOAB, to get the double MOAB. So you'll see that I'm pretty much using my cover to the best of my ability, staying behind it, trying to stay safe, use my teammates to my advantage. And right here, this is a really good tactic. I see the smoke, and I see that's the general direction that the enemies are coming from, and I have Marksmen, so I just aim down sight. I'm able to pick up that guy's name tag, and although I couldn't shoot him directly, I was able to see which direction he was running, and I was able to take him out because of it. And he was unprepared, so I was able to take him out really easy because of that. So, if there's any time where there's smoke or something, or just really crowded area, even if there's just a lot of cover around, you can aim down sight if you have Marksman, and you'll be able to see the enemies, and it's really helpful. And right here, I get pretty lucky. I know there's a couple people rushing this little middle area, but I decide to back away because there's just too many of them for me to handle by myself, and that's not really a gunfight that I want to be in, 2v1, 3v1, etc. So I decide to back away and find a better gunfight, especially when you're on this high of a gun streak. I think I'm at like 20 at this point, maybe like 19, but I definitely know that I'm close, and I want to play it safe as much as possible. And I'm not saying sit in the back, camp in the back, because when you completely change your play style, then that's another time when you tend to screw up pretty often, or for me at least. But if I just go from rushing to just camping in the back just because I'm on a high kill streak, usually I tend to die. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But yeah, same tactic with the smoke. I see the smoke there, and I aim through it, but this was really close. I thought I was gonna die here, to be honest, because I saw shots coming through that little piece of cover, and I thought they were gonna be able to shoot through it, but luckily I was able to use it and play hide and seek with them, kind of dodge their bullets a little bit. But that's my first MOAB. Now the second one. This one's a little bit longer, and I'm not, I'm pretty much doing the same thing because I do have a decent amount of time left in the game. I see that my team is at 140 points, and assuming that my team is going to be able to hold 2 flags, which we've been doing for the majority of the game, then, that still leaves you with a good 4 minutes or so, 4 or 5 minutes. So even if you're not the best at getting MOABs or fast MOABs, that's still a good amount of time. And of course that is assuming that your team is only going to have 2 flags, but there are times when the enemy team will capture a flag back, or double cap you for a little bit and make the game run out a little bit longer. So that's what they did, and yeah, so I guess it helped out in this case because I was able to get the MOAB. But usually I just like to run the game out like normal. But yeah, so playing it safe once again, using the Marksman perk to my advantage. Like you see, I could aim down sights, down little pieces of cover like that little window near looking towards A, and I'm able to see the enemies really easy. So, Marksman is extremely important and very helpful once you get it. It's an extremely useful tool for like multiple situations, and if you can actually learn when to aim down sight, like around corners or through cover and etc., or 2 different areas of the map, then that will just make getting MOAB so much easier, because basically you'll be able to find people without even knowing exactly where they are, and that's extremely helpful. So, and I really do use it to my advantage. Like you see, I'm always aiming out sight when I even think there's an enemy there, and a lot of people take it for granted. They think it's just another third perk, but Marksman now combined with the other specialist perks, if you actually use it effectively, it's extremely good, and it does help you a lot. So that's what I'm doing in this game. And once again, I know that I'm getting a little bit closer at this point. I kind of want to sit back and wait for the enemies to come to me. I don't really want to rush the spawns so much that, you know, they would actually flip, but I see that they're taking bait. So right here, I see this enemy on the map, and instead of just immediately run to him as soon as I see him, I kind of aim out sight for a couple seconds and wait to see if he's going to pop out. But as soon as I see that he doesn't, I start to rush him a little bit. And you definitely want to be careful when you're rushing an enemy who you know is there, because, you know, there are some times when it is effective, but sometimes if the enemy is already in a defensive position and they're already aimed down sight, they're most likely going to be able to take you out if you're rushing them, because if you're sprinting, you're not going to have your gun out immediately as they are if they're already aimed down sight. So definitely be careful when you choose to rush and when you choose to kind of, you know, aim down sight and move carefully. So you see I fast forward this part right here. This is a good flanking route if the enemy team is spawning back in this little building here like they were. And, you know, usually the enemy likes to snipe back here, like you see that guy, and a couple of them, they like to sit back here and try to pick off my team. But this is a really good flank route. They're not going to expect you for the most part. Sometimes you're going to catch a couple people in this market area, but in that case you can kind of just look through these little tents or whatever they're called, I don't care. And once again, Marksman helps you there as well. So there's my second MOAB. I see another guy, I don't even give a shit. I just want to run away. Got my double m.o.a.b. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you hated it, be sure to dislike it, leave some hateful comments, and unsubscribe. Thanks for watching.
MOAB incoming.